is.
Did you faint, Mr. McCraney?
She finally tells the truth and you yelling over it. Wait a minute, because I need them to understand this.
Exactly, but if he's such a bad guy, then why would you even put him on Facebook and say, oh yeah, well, is he my dad?
Expose him of what he really is.
But you did expose him. But you did expose him on Facebook to a stranger.
You're not gonna know this is my daddy when you look at him, but you tell him that's your daddy.
I was never gonna forget. I give him that. I think the best thing that I did was to give him to family.
Mr. Rajotte, you are.
Case 1. Buckle up, because Miss Myers entered the courtroom like a storm, armed with a jaw-dropping list of 13 men who might be her biological father. The atmosphere turned heavy, thick with suspense and raw emotion, as everyone wondered, will today bring long-awaited answers?
You have brought your mother, Ms. Madrigal, to court today because you claim she has no idea who your biological father is. You say your mother gave you a list of 13 possible men, and you are hoping to determine who your father is today. The court has located 2 of the 13 men and has already ordered paternity tests to be administered. Ms. Madrigal.
Taking the witness stand, Miss Myers revealed the emotional weight she's carried since she was just 13, when the man she believed was her dad passed away. Each name on that list represents another unresolved piece of her identity, another painful question left hanging.
Any friend that she met of mine, a guy friend, she'd ask him, were they her father? Really, are you serious? So my thing is this, when she'll say, oh, is he my dad? I'll say, I don't know, it could be anybody in Seattle, since she thinks that's what it is, absolutely.
When you're to a point
it could be this guy right here.
Raised upon,
really.
Ms. Myers, in your statement, you say that your life without a father has been extremely difficult. Please explain.
Then enters Miss Madrigal, her mother, whose past is as cloudy as a foggy night. She admits to having a wild, complicated youth, rattling off the names of potential fathers like she's drawing from a deck of cards.
Madrigal, you do admit that there were multiple partners at the time that Ms. Myers was conceived?
Of course, but you got to realize I was 17. So any calculation within that time, I could have been way off and not known. Because by the time I found out, I was 4 months pregnant with her. You see what I'm saying? So there could be a list of whomever. It's the timing. It's in the timing.
As Miss Myers shares her struggles, her heartbreak becomes palpable. Each name was a flicker of hope quickly extinguished, another emotional whiplash. Meanwhile, her mother keeps her eyes averted, unable or unwilling to face the pain her daughter carries.
Please state how you met her.
You know, we got together, she came over, she told me she thought I was sexy, whatever, good looking. Okay, we had sex, it was a 3-minute thing. You know,
She confirmed it. He swore to tell the truth.
And nothing but
The judge calls for silence as the first round of DNA results is prepared to be read. Miss Myers clutches the edge of her seat, every nerve in her body tuned in, desperate for resolution. This moment could change everything.
Exactly, but if he's such a bad guy, then why would you even put him on Facebook and say, oh yeah, well, is he my dad?
Expose him of what he really is.
But you did expose him. But you did expose him on Facebook to a stranger.
Let's get to
I don't want nothing to do with him, his family, her. She done started all this problems where her family got her cousins trying to fight me.
Before the result is even shared, Miss Madrigal breaks down, her voice shaking with regret. She admits she made mistakes, too many to count, and begs her daughter for understanding. But it's unclear whether her apologies can bridge the gap that years of confusion and pain have created.
Please escort Mr. Derek Smith in, and Mr. McCraney and Ms. Vernon, feel free to have a seat. Thank you. Mr. Smith, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good,
Thank you for joining us. We're really glad that you could be here today, and we appreciate you submitting to the DNA testing because this court realizes that you are one of 2 men here today that we've identified that could potentially be Ms. Myers' father.
Then, with a stern expression, the judge reveals the DNA result. The words land with the weight of a hammer, shocking and unexpected. Miss Myers' face tells it all, her hopes crushed once again, her dream of closure slipping through her fingers.
Mr. Smith, you are not Monica's father.
I never thought I'd have to hear that. I still love you, though.
It's okay.
I promise that.
I'll still be there for you. Okay? Whatever you need, I'll be there for you.
I still love you.
How do you feel, Miss Myers?
Scared.
A wave of gasps ripples through the courtroom. Miss Myers, overwhelmed and defeated, sinks into her chair. 2 names crossed off the list. 2 more shattered hopes. Her search for truth is becoming a marathon of heartache.
Miss Monica Myers, Mr. Keith McCraney, it has been determined by this court that you are the father.
There it is.
Did you faint, Mr. McCraney?
I don't believe that at all.
Whoa.
No. They must have got their test mixed up
You
or
are
something
the
backstage.
father.
Tears streak down Miss Madrical's face as she extends a trembling hand toward her daughter. Her sorrow is undeniable, but so is the damage. Years of silence and secrets have built a wall between them that may be too tall to tear down in a single courtroom session.
I didn't deserve it from the jump.
I recognize that you have been a victim,
I had to do
but it's your choice as to whether you continue to be one. Now, you came here for an answer. It wasn't the answer you wanted, but you got the answer. And from the way it looks, from my vantage point, you've got 4 people in your life right now.
As the proceedings pause, one thing remains clear. Answers might come eventually, but healing takes longer. Whether this mother and daughter can rebuild from the ruins of mistrust is a story yet to be written.
You've got to fix that.
I'm gonna try.
You've got to find out what's appropriate and inappropriate, and you got to take heed. Are you understanding me?
Yes, I did.
All right, now going forward, it's up to you all to clean this up. Take care. I'll be checking on you. Court is adjourned.
Case 2. Brace yourselves as Miss Williams and her sisters enter the courtroom, their eyes locked on their mother, Miss Liddell. Years of unanswered questions and hidden truths have led to this moment, one that could finally unravel the mystery surrounding their paternity.
You are here today with your 2 sisters. You all claim she wasn't a good mother and say her promiscuous behavior is the reason. Ms. Liddell, you admit you haven't been the best mother, but you say your daughters are being unfair.
With a heavy heart and unwavering voice, Miss Williams takes the lead, accusing her mother of never being honest about who their fathers are. Her sisters stand beside her, silent yet firm, backing her claims. Miss Liddell's expression flickers between guilt and resistance.
Tell me about the paternity issues.
It was this man who was supposedly had been my father. We were all wanting to know, like his family, my aunt that raised me and Jasmine, we wanted the paternity test.
Trying to hold back tears, Miss Liddell admits she failed them. She speaks of her past, riddled with missteps and poor decisions. But while her words carry weight, they can't erase the wounds carved by years of silence.
You're not gonna know this is my daddy when you look at him, but you tell that's your daddy.
I was never there for them. I'll give them that. I think the best thing that I did was to give them some family. Because if they would stay with me, either they'll be separated or away from me.
She didn't take a chance to try to raise us. I was in 5 different homes.
The room tenses as Miss Williams shares painful childhood memories, nights filled with confusion and questions. She recalls her mother once joking that they could pick any random man and call him dad. The courtroom reacts with disbelief. How could a mother make light of such pain?
Mr. Williams, we're here with Lisa, Jasmine, and Jamie, and we're talking about the circumstances regarding their paternity. Do you believe you are their father?
Miss Liddell attempts to clarify, stumbling through her regret. She says, the humor was a shield, a way to hide her uncertainty. But instead of protecting her daughters, those jokes only deepened their sense of abandonment.
Why did it take 20 years?
That doesn't make no sense.
Okay, I got to do it.
Let's get some more. This is the man that you were told was your father.
Correct.
Yes.
Now, he's expressed that he doesn't truly believe he's your father.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Emotions boil over as the sisters press her for answers. Who fathered them? Why bury the truth? Miss Liddell, now visibly shaken, sinks under the weight of her past, unable to deflect the pain that's finally confronting her face to face.
You were out, you were able to come. Why did you miss it? Jamie, because I was a piece of, I'm not gonna keep down on myself, but I didn't care about y'all. I'm keeping it real. Y'all want me to keep it real? I didn't care about y'all.
The judge steps in, trying to ease the rising tensions. But this is more than a legal matter. It's a cry for healing from daughters who've spent their lives in the dark. Miss Liddell's next words may determine whether this family mends or fractures for good.
She she finally tells the truth and you yelling over it. Wait a minute, because I need them to understand this.
In a moment charged with raw emotion, Miss Little makes a shocking revelation. She once encouraged one of them to terminate a pregnancy. The gallery gasps, stunned by the depth of this hidden truth. For her daughters, it's another wound they never saw coming.
Accept life as it comes. The cards that are dealt to you, right?
We have.
Right. That's why we just moving on our life. That's why we just
exactly. And that's what I want to help you do today in this courtroom by giving you these results.
Now silence fills the courtroom, thick and oppressive. Will the truth bring them peace or only more pain? Each passing second feels like a lifetime as they all wait to see if truth will set them free or bind them tighter to the past.
Mr. Williams, you are not her father.
Thank you, James, for what you did for me. Thank you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Mr. Williams, I see that this was emotional for you as well. You thought out of all of the girls.
Case. 3 in a courtroom heavy with emotion. Mr. Rajot and his partner step forward, no longer the united front they once were. Their relationship, once filled with warmth and affection, now hangs in the balance as painful truths begin to surface.
Rajot, you claim your wife had an affair while you were away and then got pregnant shortly after you returned home. You argue you have no idea if her child is yours. You have petitioned the court for the results of a paternity test and a lie detector test to discover the truth.
Mr. Rajot speaks first, his voice laced with sorrow as he paints a picture of the early days, full of laughter, shared dreams, and connection. But that joy feels distant now, replaced by bitterness and unmet expectations.
Tell me why you have the concerns.
You know, all of my family and her family all have brown hair and brown eyes, and this child has blonde hair and blue eyes.
His partner meets his words with a steely resolve. She tells the court how everything shifted after childbirth, how the love once shown to her began to fade. Her voice quivers with hurt as she speaks of feeling unseen, uncared for, and discarded.
Ever talked to a guy? Nothing inappropriate?
I've spoken to a man, yes, but I have never cheated on my husband. I've never had any sexual nothing.
That's a lie.
Why are you so sure, Mr. Rajot, that she's cheated on you?
Things spiral further when she accuses Mr. Rajot of behaving inappropriately with members of her own family. Her voice shakes, but her words are firm. The courtroom gasps quietly as the betrayal lands hard and fast.
We went out to dinner, thank you. Anyways, we went out to dinner.
Your phone over and over.
We went
stayed out all night that night.
We went out to dinner.
To the next morning,
but I did not do anything because, unlike you, I love my husband and I've been faithful. And there's no harm in having dinner with a friend.
Was this a person you've been intimate with in the past?
Mr. Rajot responds, not with denial, but with excuses. He claims he sought comfort outside their home because he felt distant and disconnected. But his reasoning only highlights how far they've drifted. Two people speaking different emotional languages.
Actually heard from the event today. I went out to a bar that night and she had been kissing on another girl, so.
What I do is my business and he gets twisted and tries to act like just because she wants to be a dirty, nasty hoe don't mean I have to be one.
You said in your statement to the court that actually Mr. Rajot has been the person.
She speaks again, remembering the lonely, vulnerable nights after childbirth, when her body no longer felt like her own. She says Mr. Rajot made her feel invisible in her most fragile state, deepening the divide between them.
At one point, you love this woman very much.
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. My eyes on her that she was going to be the person I was going to be
Then why
with.
have you always cheated on me?
Because you do the same thing.
He's a liar.
What?
He hits on them all day long.
With his eyes lowered, Mr. Rajot finally admits he didn't handle the changes well. He struggled to adapt, and his silence only made things worse. Yet even his admission feels too late, like trying to patch a ship already sinking.
You think he cheated with a family member?
I do.
I'd never do that, Your Honor.
Yeah, I do know you better than that. That's why.
Through thick and
That's
thin,
why
we've
there's
always
another
been there.
situation.
Through the rough edges, we've always ended up to...
You have betrayed her in other ways, but you're saying you would not betray her in that way.
Never.
We get back on the rough edges because I forgive his life.
As their story unfolds before the judge, a suggestion is made. Therapy, not just for the sake of their relationship, but for their child caught in the crossfire. The question lingers in the air. Will they try to mend what's broken or let it all fall apart?
Mr. Rajot, you are her father. What are you feeling right now?
I'm just mad because he's denied our child for so long. And I knew, because I'm not nasty. I've been faithful to this man since I met him.